Fun, fun, fun. Oh, this is another ravine. Mini ravine. Well, I survived 30 minutes, that's something. And, I'll get that gold while I can. And I've wasted it. Darren, you fool! Oh dear. Oh man. This is actually, though, a perfect opportunity to make a pick that is capable of handling this particular eventuality. So let's shove that in there. Another bit of coal. And while that's baking away, I'll just have a quick scout around, I suppose. Let's have a quick see what's... I see there is iron up there, but that's a little bit too awkward. I think I don't know if there's any. That's a smart way, isn't it, of trying to get down to bedrock, isn't it? Trying to go down through the ravine wall. That's not thinking, not concentrating. Right, concentrate. It's difficult to do this and talk at the same time, that's the trouble. Okay, so I've got an iron pick. So I can get that last piece of gold. Yes. And I think what we'll do now is I'll save that and we'll make our way down. I did hop down that little hole just then a little bit too eagerly. I've got to be a bit careful about that. Because, obviously, hopping down holes can lose you a little bit of health. How deep am I now? Come on, I must be getting there now. Trying to see if the void fog is starting. Whoa! No! No! We're not going down there. All right, not swimming in that sea. Not today. Far too cold. Okay, I think it must be daytime. So maybe it's time to go up. Wouldn't it be great if I just came up into someone's base? Actually, wouldn't that be a bit anticlimactic? Well, it depends what they were doing at the time. Wouldn't it be bizarre if I ended up hitting a piece of bedrock from beneath? I was on a survival games server earlier today. Yeah, a very Minecrafty day with Mighel, and the server crashed. And it meant that, you know, 'cause it was one of those weird crashes where the server carried on running, even though the game sort of, you know, script had stopped. So we were all able to walk around and break blocks and things, but the game didn't start. You know, it didn't begin spawning, and it was kind of weird because I managed to walk outside generated territory and sank down to the void, and then was able to walk around on the void quite happily. You know, I didn't fall through the void and die. Now, I think at this point we'll make another stone one. I'll need to get some more wood in a minute, so it's a good job I am going back up to the top. But yeah, I didn't die, I just walked around, you know, basically at level -1.5. I say that because I was walking around slightly below the lowest layer of bedrock. And it was strange. But it was very difficult today, it being a Saturday. It was very difficult getting into those servers. Looked at the price of doing the paid thing, and I know people do that, but it seems really overpriced to me. I mean, we don't play that often. Well, I think Mighel does, but I don't. I'd be better at it if I did. But you'd think, you know, that if there are that many people that want to play, it would be worth their while getting even more servers. But, you know, servers ain't free, I know that. And that's why it's great that Graloth was able to step in today and host this. And in fact, the timer plugin that we're using is one that he himself wrote, so thank you, Graloth. And of course he had to put up with us restarting countless times because one reason or another the thing didn't work or we all got confused. You know, whichever's most likely, you take your pick. Although a certain amount of it is technical failure. Come on. That mouse wheel again. Whoa, yes, you tried to get me, didn't you, my nemesis? Looked like night up there. Oh no, it's just darkness. Is that night? No, it's just a shadow. I do that all the time. It's summer's day, going out there. Look at that night under that tree. It's shocking. Someone should tell the council. But they never do. They just... You know, they do point out, though, that I'm obviously very intellectually acute, because they point at their heads and tap them, looking at each other, so they you know, that kind of shows that they respect my intelligence on these matters. Okay, time for another. I know we're just underneath the surface, but let's make another. Let's make a stone shovel. Yeah, we're going up in the world. Stone shovels now, eh? Everyone's going to want one. Oh, it's night. It's midnight. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I must have been down here for a full day. Probably have been. That first 30 minutes, of course, you'll know it wasn't a full 30 minutes, because I started the timer before. We can't restart the timer without resetting the server, and decided, we'll make do with a less than 30 minutes first part, so that's a belated explanation of what was happening with that. Now, what am I doing here? You'll notice that I'm just digging a tunnel, which is kind of not in the spirit of the thing, but I'm just trying to... I was in a wide open space there, and I'm hoping to get underneath something. That is ideal, because now I can see what I'm doing. And I can even get more wood this way if I'm smart about it. How to do this? How the time's getting along. The moon seems to be going down quite fast, actually, or maybe I'm just used to it going slower. Why would that be? Why would I be used to the moon going slowly? Is that the... Is this near where I did my first bits of cautious mine exploration, is it? Because I sort of walked away from that area, maybe I'll come back. Let's be brave. Have a quick look, see what's out there. Yeah, this is the area where I started. That's where I got that iron. Yeah. Okay. Let's close this in because I don't know quite how to do this. What I'd like to do is get around to those fir trees. which you can't quite see from here. That's those ones across the desert, because I think that's better shelter visually, and also being in extreme hills, I might hit another silverfish. But obviously, I'm not going to go across a desert with cacti in it in the middle of the night. So let's, while we're here, let's. Did I see a name just then? No. Trouble is, if I see a name, dart by that quickly, chances are it's gonna, they're gonna see me before I see them. Maybe I should crouch while I'm doing all this stuff. Oh dear. These stone tools don't last long, do they? I'm going to complain to the manufacturers. So I can be a bit freer with wood now, and that's always a joy. It's you don't want to be stingy with your wood. What I'm saying, you want to put it about a bit with the wood, because wood's free, man. It lives in the trees, and that's where the wood, man, comes from. Like, you can't own wood, because it does what it wants to do, and you've got to respect that. Okay, sun's coming up, so I can stop blithering about all that rubbish. There still might be some mobs around, but we'll edge over. Sun's coming up. This is the sort of place I'd hate to set up a house, because it's just so ugly. And the lighting glitches don't help. I thought they were supposed to have fixed the lighting in 1.5.1, but of course not. Of course not. I think, at this point, it's very important that I get a flower. Just because. I need that for my coal armour. There we go. Ding dong. There we go. Docile spiders. We can handle those. Now, let's run for it. Oh, we're right near the wall. Well, we still are, I suppose, because I noticed I was before. This is intriguing. There's cows. Ah. That certainly is useful. What else have I... I've just got that gold, haven't I? There's another cow. I was just thinking if I had any more iron, what I've got in terms of making decent armour as opposed to leather, but I think we're still in leather territory because I didn't get that much iron. And, hello cows. They're friendly towards me. Alright. I just got this sudden feeling that there's somebody near here. I know that seems just ridiculous to say that, but I just suddenly had this feeling that there's somebody near. I know that's totally irrational. I can't justify it. And it could be completely wrong. But I just suddenly felt... Free helmet. Well, it's better than nothing, isn't it? That said, it's not a good idea in combat. No. I'll keep it though, you never know. Now, I just definitely heard a skelly. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Of course, if there is anybody nearby, I'm really advertising my presence. Of course, I mean, it's a good job that CQ didn't find this area. I mean, she's not playing this particular session, but if she had been, it would have been... do you know, I don't... I don't know. I don't actually know. But if he's making potions... all I was thinking of was golden apples. Which to me actually seems a bit more reasonable. What does he need potions for? Oh, he's lost a couple of points too. Maybe he was trying to just eat spider eyes. Yeah! Already has eaten a couple of spider eyes. Just having a quick look around, see if there's anything of any interest. I hope he turned off temples and stuff. I know there was a village, let's not be stupid, come on. Because that would give someone a really unfortunate advantage, if they did. Well, that looks like a mini temple, but it's not. Where are we? Oh, look at that. Loads of coal over there. So I'm being quiet here because I'm actually just listening for anything that isn't me. Or a squid. Anything that isn't me or a squid, that's kind of what I'm going for here. Okay. I was interested in that coal over there, but I'm actually alright for coal at the moment. You know, it's just my natural Minecraftiness that I like to get every ore that I see normally, and it has to be something pretty special for me to ignore an ore, but I think this is something a little bit unusual. There's that swamp I saw earlier. I think that's the same swamp. I didn't point it out, but it was there. Running out of food. Would it be annoying to meet a witch or something? Oh, there's a witch's hut! I've got to say this, because I've not seen a witch. I mean, I've seen a witch's hut, but I've not actually seen a witch spawn, and this would just be the perfect time, wouldn't it, in the middle of UHC? Of course, somebody could have used it. Hello. Oh, I thought that was two dogs. You know, I thought, oh, and of course it's not night time, there won't be a witch. But I thought, hello, someone could have used that as a house. There's nothing usable in there, is there? No. Oh, I'm not walking around with this stuff for... I mean, I can make iron. I can make armour out of this. I was complaining I didn't have a helmet before. I think that's enough for a full set now, isn't it? Oh dear. At least I haven't tried making a bed. That would have been embarrassing. Okay. So. This is a big swamp, isn't it? I was going to say I could see someone setting up a base here, but no, I couldn't because of the slime problem. That would make it difficult. Now, I'm just working out what my next plan of action should be. Should I cave and try and get more resources? Or should I just keep pushing through? I mean, this is a wide open plain. I'm totally exposed here. Now, was that a sheep's footsteps, or was that somebody's footsteps? It's got to be a sheep. It's a sheep. Yeah, those are the sheep sounds. Those don't improve the UHC experience, to be honest. Well, I suppose they do, actually. Puts you more on edge. And moron is the appropriate word. Oh, look. There's some pigs. Hello, friends. This is like survival games. Hey, pig, want a team? There. Can I get down without taking any damage? See some more pigs over there. This one is Pachein. This one is Mighel, who's being very sneaky, but he can't get away from me. I killed him before he hit the ground. Is that Dan? And I see up there, well, I don't know, there's obviously 2 copies of Balance. I can't explain that. It must be a hack. He's hacked. He's cheating. Right, we've got some more food there. That's all to the good. So we will, I think, cough, and we will just cautiously step back towards the wall. Ah, not bad. Not bad while I just do some cooking. Let's see, what am I going to cook? Oh, I've got all this raw beef. Look at that! 3. So there's lots to be getting on with there. We'll put in a couple of torches just to make it a little bit prettier. And I think I've got enough dirt just to seal this in temporarily as well. Because it's, night's falling. So let's do that. And over the course of the night, I will... Oh, and it's raining too. Electrified creepers. Let's have some lightning. Make it interesting. So yeah, we got that. Make another furnace as well, actually, because we've got enough stone. I'm carrying around loads of the stuff. And I need to get rid of the pig stuff. The pig stuff. That's the technical term. Note, this is different from my previous Feed the Beast video where I pointed out that stuff is a technical term for rubber. In this case, stuff is a technical term for meat. They are sort of interchangeable, and, some meats you can easily understand why. Particularly, octopus often ends up very rubbery. I have been assured there are some places in London that do very good octopus, but that was a girl that I never actually got around to going on a date with, because she kept going on about octopus. That wasn't the reason, actually, but yeah, where are we? Oh, iron, that's good. Well, this little cavern has already earned its keep. Let's get some iron. There we go. and keep going. Oh, actually, I've got to be a bit careful here because I've sort of kind of sealed my way in. Let's see. How can I get around with this? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it's a strange old game, this UHC. How are we doing? Pachein's at my level now, so I'm no longer uniquely the worst. The others are doing pretty well, though. It will be interesting to see what they get up to. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did see a flicker there of lava. I don't know if that means that lava is very close by, or if that's just another cave that inadvertently showed through. But it means I'm just going to have to be careful. But then, I mean, you know there's lava down here anyway, I'm just not going to change anything. It's not like I saw ores or anything, so I didn't. Yeah. Now, of course, what I'm hoping to find by going down like this is that eventually I'll land on... Oh, hello. Land on a cave. But you hope that you're going to land on diamonds, but the chances of that in one of these sessions aren't going to be great because because of the time constraints. That's a lot of iron compared to what I've got. The trouble is, what's around the corner? That's safe. That's not, but we can seal it up. Now you may say, well, nothing can pop up there, but of course a skelly could easily shoot me from there while I'm doing this, and that's what I don't want to happen. And I can hear them. So you've got to be careful. For all I know, there could be a dungeon near here or something. There is a skelly pretty close. Where is he? Oh, I'll use my iron pick for these last two. It's paid for itself. So yes, that's as far as we'll go down there. I'll go back up now and cook this, because that's what you need to do with iron. That's a secret of the game there. Pro tip. You need to cook your iron before you can eat it. Here's an interesting thing. Did you know that, they talk about breakfast cereals being fortified with iron? Did you know that they actually have little flakes of actual iron in them? It's not like somehow chemically bound in or anything clever like that. It's actually got very small flakes of iron in it. And you can actually sift them out. So, next time you're licking some rust, you may well think, well, I could go to the professionals. Here's something up there. It's probably a sheep. I haven't heard of any buying skeletons yet. Mod authors, there's an idea for you. Skeleton sheep, buying sheep. No, it's still night time. Aren't you, of course, with 1.6 we're going to get, presumably, undead horses, because they've been found, haven't they? I've got enough there to make an iron thing. I've got to think what iron thing I'm going to make. And I'm not going to make it with a furnace. Concentrate. Oh, 1 hour.